Tsatsu Tsikata, the venerable Tsatsu Tsikata, as a strong message. I'm a NDC abine, and I really like that Tsatsu Tsikata is sending this message. Or I really like that this message is coming from Tsatsu Tsikata to the NDC. Now, Enra, and I'm a Mamotias, yes, NDC for Omo national headquarters, Omo assessor Dino, the Rollins Dean Atoso. Na enona Tsatsu Tsikata ebeje microphone na wakasa wakasa about complacency in the NDC. Now yeka complacency nene se obi eye ni trimu se sebe ono a ni trimu no ono a nti no oye tuno wanhwe ya oye tuno wanhwe ya na asem ote ho na asem e fa wase ene na bro ne fe ne complacency we two NDC for e be kwa kenkan nsem wo de tuja and the first time we ha mesre subscribe and click the notification bell so oya ne sa latest news bi aba on Sabek. And this video is kindly sponsored by Nature Heals Herbal Shop. Mesre this week sexual health week na ye kan sexual health na wa we mu say impemu asem mesre o ye bema na ohwe na se enkoyi a enye viagra de ofa obenya effect there now, so there is a bad side effect to it enti no so pese moja die frusani wo body mu yie na bibia koyi a mesre ye bibia fe ne beetroot enti beetroot supplement na wafa na wasanso afa de bia ye fe ne maca root what you say o your ba na watinka wo fom enu nti wa wari ese ya ye fe bibi maca root na make na ebe increase libido. These are natural herbs anyankopon wabose yemfa mbo aye ho enti ofre Nature Heals Herbal Shop obepesa nyama we bia ma 0598003891 one no entwetwe nkomo no bi biara wotie me ana oni mobi wo obusuani bi wo adamfo bi a nefu eson bia no mesrew efu kese yare kese pa. Your action plan for weight loss sa book we tobi ne bo anya den 100 cedis per. There is a link in the comment box so get me a click in our book ni bia to an afre number ne wo book ne so no. Very simple book no ne twi video wo ho ne ever video wo ho it is a woni makenkan kra na don't worry you can get the book what you say or say Tsatsu Tsikata's message to NDC on complacency in governance yenkenkan or say renowned legal practitioner Tsatsu Tsikata has cautioned government appointees against measuring success in governance by marginal improvements over previous administrations. And this from Tsatsu Tsikata is brilliant. I mean, you know it is coming from Tsatsu Tsikata, so it's always going to be brilliant. We caution abine appointees for measuring success in governance by marginal improvements. He warned that such an approach breeds complacency and weak leadership. Speaking at the ceremony to rename the NDC's national headquarters on June 22nd, 2026, he stated that public service must not be reduced to comparison politics, where officials are satisfied simply because they perform a little better than those before them. Tsatsu Tsikata wakasa into a perfect example. You know, and I mean, yes, yenina we are fond of doing that. You know, we are all fond of doing that. Now, Tsatsu Tsikata and some more can say MPP time na fuel 1 liter 18 cedis. Na NDC aba na fe 1 liter akọ 17 cedis. Na NDC ye die 2 no. Say ye buy na ya there because MPP na 1 liter 18 yenso ye there aba 17. Yes, indeed, ya there saying MPP there, but just marginal improvements. Improvements biya keke also die 2 no sir. That is basically what Tsatsu Tsikata is saying. Also, instead, he said governance must be driven by higher expectations and a continuous push for excellence. Ebia MPP time 18, NDC ba no yetumi ayama a free 18 aba ebia 8 ene de so. Ati ase liter ba kono we over 10 cedis na free so. Ene de wa ya de cement bottle baako na 100 cedis MPP. NDC bana cement bottle no eba 95 cedis and 98 cedis. Unye he. But cement bottle baako 100 no. NDC buy ati ase na cement bottle yesi eswatia ba 50. I don't know there. Yes. Aya there. Basically that's what Tsatsu Tsikata is saying. I say there is a danger, especially after what the country went through in the disastrous 2017 to 2024 period. Under then President Akufo-Addo and his Vice President Bawumia, there is a danger that we lower the bar of what the nation expects of us in the NDC, and that we aim to be just a little better than the previous government, he stated. Tsikata further warned that this mindset risks becoming the default approach for appointees who may limit their ambitions to outperforming predecessors by small margins rather than pursuing meaningful transformation. And what Tsatsu Tsikata is saying indeed is the truth. You know, akwa say owa danfo na ana moye nuanom na ebia unua class ono ne class odi 30th now class with the 28th you can say unua ni the 30th and now okay a perfect example you find say uwo nua mo akwa exams no ono nya 6 right onya 6 BC onya 6 na ba akwa akotro no no nya 5 ye kokon say me nya 6 na me nya 5 ma ya de asen no dabi Tsatsu Tsikata asem o kan say dabi it is not the right so say wo hwe Akufo-Addo na memu a wo ba bebu ye no wanya de it is ye de ne ye comparison na de bia ye compare ne ye bu Akufo-Addo ne records a e ma ye nhwe ni ma nya ejuma pa because Akufo-Addo wanya de ni kwansi ye de ye no e compare no ti yenyi Akufo-Addo ne de ne kra as pass mark ni yen bubu scale no. Basically that's what Tsatsu Tsikata is saying, which is perfect. I say appointees would not only seek to compare themselves to their predecessors and by the measure be content with some improvements in performance and therefore become complacent, he said. He urged the NDC to use its legacy commemoration as a moment of reflection on its future direction, messaging a long-term value proposition for Ghana and beyond. Tsikata emphasized that leadership must be anchored on identifying and building capability wherever it exists, rather than setting for minimal gains. Also, to identify capabilities wherever they came from. I want to insist from the onset that the NDC must use this commemoration to reflect on its future, its message, and its value proposition to the world at large, now and into the distant future, he added. Tsikata indicated that lowering expectations in governance would ultimately undermine public trust and fail to meet the aspirations of Ghanaians. And I really like this message so much. You know, there are two people in the NDC that I see as the voice of reason. Because if you are moving forward in life, now wenya will be. If they be a unya yodium, say they be obi bawa basu yodium, one here ya obe pim without you realizing. So if you are moving forward in life, you need someone who will keep you grounded. Some people in life, people who are going to keep them grounded are their parents. Some of you, you know, say okwa bontin na oyedien udufia oyedien. Oma me bema wa realize say what you say. No matter how people see you in town, udufia oma me bema what you say masa oye neba. You know, and you have to give that respect. You know, you need people like that in your life. They keep you grounded. Because sometimes when you see kaka krebia edidi utrim, sometimes who achieve nyama kakrebia edidi utrim. You need someone. For some of you listening to me, That person might be your wife or your husband. Ebia your boss, ewo wage you mem, de bia nkrofo ye yes amasa. Inti edidi utrim. Uhi obia obetumi achiwatena se keep you grounded. That person does not care about your position. That person is not intimidated about your position. And I feel like NDC muno nkrofo a omo yesa de no eye Tsatsu Tsikata ene Fifi Kwete. I know say now in the NDC a lot of the Fifi Kwete, a lot of people don't like Fifi Kwete because he came out to say say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama uncle for third term na no ye Siku fans no. I know say a lot of people are not happy about that, but you need people like Fifi Kwete in the party. They will keep you grounded. They will let you know say yo enye we ni ye gidi your party need ye ngi ade we into ne jade work cannot, so I really appreciate this message coming for Tsatsu Tsikata. I'm not going to lie. Even some of us senior mechanic, sometimes we are caught up doing that. Sometimes we come here and we try to do some comparisons. Say any NPP more time we say any NDC yes say Tsatsu Tsikata address that be a coup for the time no a worse nenye you don't compare, and I really like that. I cannot agree more with Mr. Tsikata. Very well said. There are many of us who feel the NDC is not moving fast enough with this transformation agenda. Things are done, if at all, at a very slow pace. We are not feeling the so-called transformation of the country. Wake up, NDC. So, let me know your thoughts in the comment box.